Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. You hear me? Even even though it's raining outside. You hear me? But the key to the game is, guess what? I'm outside. You hear me? Nah, homie. The key to the game is, man, I'm outside. You see what I'm saying? So, as I sit around and I'm outside chilling, enjoying this beautiful world, enjoying this beautiful life, you know, I'm happy, homie. I'm happy. Every day I wake up, I smile because I know that, man, I've been in some situations where, you know, these were some moments where you had to think about people that, you know, that you really had love for, or you had to sit down and just watch the rain drop, and you just had to sit down and say, man, I can't wait to be free. So I done mastered the art now to realize that I just enjoy life, homie. The day when I step outside, the air is real. Pinch yourself. It hurt. It's real, homie. Cause there's plenty of times where you didn't think that you were gonna be able to see this side again. Sometimes you lose faith. Sometimes you lose hope. Sometimes you lose. And you sit back and you realize that, man, will I ever get a chance to see the other side again? And the reason why we say that, because we keep it too real. In prison, you gotta ask yourself, like, we gotta survive is one thing, but when you come to prison and you trying to prove something is another thing. And not only you trying to prove something, but most of all, sometimes you can be so loyal to other people, homie. Sometimes you can be loyal to other people, and you can be so loyal to them that you'll put your life on the line for theirs. We call that keeping it real. We call it keeping it real, homie. But that's what we signed up for, right? I'm gonna give y'all a rundown, right, on this situation. This was probably like in 90, I wanna say like 98, 97. Like 97, right? I was on closed custody. And I wanna say, yeah, around 96, 97. I wanna say 97 though. We had a ride and we was on lockdown. At the time, we had a ride with the essays, you know what I'm saying? So we was on lockdown during that process. In the process we was on lockdown, I sat there in the cell. You know, it's a routine. When you're on lockdowns, you gotta know a routine. That's how you able to manage as far as not being hungry and things of that nature. Because when we on lockdown, they take everything. When we was on closed custody, everything got took. We couldn't go to commissary. They feeding us terrible, homie. It was like it was the bottom of the barrel. And I keep it real, the bottom of the barrel. So in the process of me going through that, because like I said, that's the bottom of the barrel, homie. We was on lockdown. And I still remember, man, I got a homie. Matter of fact, it's like I'm in like 13 cell. I got a homie in 14 cell, and I got a homie in 15 cell, right? And I always installed into them like, homie, you know, we different, homie. Man, we ain't letting no I always practice. We not finna let no law. Nah, you ain't finna whoop on 9-1 of mine while I'm there. We gonna stand up. And I stood on that, homie. Cause I watched the laws whoop a whole lot of guys down there, homie. Square business. So I had that in my mind, but then with that in my mind, I realized that, man, that's gonna get you a lot of time, homie. But I signed up for it. Right? I remember, man, my homie had a lay-in to the infirmary. But when he went out to the infirmary, we was on lockdown. So when he went out there, they put you in the handcuffs, they took him out. And the law was kind of handling him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what goes on down there. They gonna handle you, got the handcuffs on. They gonna treat you like you a boy. Boy, they were handling him. He was handling them real rough, you heard me? So he went to the infirmary. He said the law kept handling him real rough, you know what I'm saying? Talking real tough to him, pushing him, treating him like, like you was a sucker, you know what I'm saying? So the homie say, he came back. Now, on lockdown, you sleep all day and you stay up all night. So if you sleep all day, your joints gonna pack up. So at nighttime, you can just eat, drink water, and eat your little joints, you know what I'm saying, during the night. So therefore, when you sleep, you got some on your stomach. You got some on your stomach, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, you're not really hungry. It's a game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn the game, man. You gotta learn the game when you been going through lockdowns and all that, right? So he came back. So when he came back from, he on the lay-in, but they took the handcuffs off of him, not inside the cell, but outside the cell. But when he took the handcuffs off, man, the homie like, man, what's all that you was talking about now? I ain't got no handcuffs on. You better get in your cell. So I'm hearing the commotion. So that what made me pop up. When I pop up and look, like I tell him, I say, homie, go on, get in the cell. Don't even trip. Now, homie, woo, 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 woo. He going in. I'm like, homie, I don't get in the cell, homie. Don't do it, homie. Yeah, go on, get in the cell, homie. Because one thing about it, man, one thing about my homies, man, they listen to me. They really do. So when I seen that he wasn't listening, that he was really there, I'm like, damn, it is what it is. The lawman said something. I just seen him catch him. Boom, boom. So when the law went down, he grabbed him. He grabbed him by the waist. So the homie like, Nick, get off of me. So now I got the other homie who done popped his cell door. Boom, and come out. Boom. I'm talking about where he didn't pop the cell door. That cell, my other homie cell door kind of opened up. He come out. So now it is what it is. The law kind of got by my cell. Grab that hoe. Just let my motherfucking homie go, nigga. So bam, they smash him. Smash him. Now it is what it is. Until when he dropped him, and like he finna throw him over the run, I grabbed the homie. No. Nah, we ain't gonna do that, homie. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. When I grabbed him, I kept pulling him and telling him, nah, homie, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, homie. Yeah, homie, nah, we ain't gonna do that, homie. We ain't gonna do that. And I still remember, homie, the laws came, but when the laws started coming, everybody went inside the cells and popped their door, plaka, plaka. So now they in front of the cell like, hey, come on out. Yeah. So they load up. But the law really discombobulated. The only thing is that the lawmen and the picket knew it was other guys involved. So bam, they came, they got him out, took him, came back. They got the other homie out, took him. Now, here it is, right? So when that happened, I'm like, damn, okay. Now we got to go to court for everything. We had to go to court, go to free world court. End up where, the officer, he didn't, you know what I'm saying? They gave one of the homies 5 years. On top of that, they gave him 5 years. They ran his CC. So he ate the time up. And yeah, man, I still remember, man. And it's just like, one thing about it was, man, it's just like keeping it real, homie. When they say keeping it real, I mean keeping it real, homie. So when I speak about I gave it 1,000, I mean I gave it 1,000, homie. Even when at times where I knew that by keeping it 1,000, it could cost me to stay inside this institution for another couple of years. But when you don't know, homie. So, I'm just giving y'all these stories, man, let y'all know that, homie, everything ain't beautiful on that side. It's gonna come times where you're gonna have to sit down and say, is it really worth it? I didn't know back then. I just wanted to stay real. I just wanted to stay loyal to my homies. My homies gone home. My homies went home. I never received a dime from them. Never received nothing from them, homie. And I never looked for nothing back. Because what I did it out of loyalty. One of the homies ended up going home. We getting the word that he became a hump on the ground. Just think about what I'm saying. So we got to start putting things in perspective. And that's what I had to learn by going through all the trials and tribulations I went through of being incarcerated. So with that being said, there go another story. Unbelievable. But it's real. Tap in as we continue to drop down number game. Hope y'all pick it up and don't be ashamed that way.